logo, by the way.
Why you hating on my logo, bro?
Because it looks like a fucking fugazi of a logo.
It is a fugazi, and you took it.
That's exactly what it is. It's Fugazi NWO.
It's not even a real NWO. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Where's the fucking...
It's a Fugazi.
Yeah, put that sign up
Fugazi
for the
intro.
people.
Yo, there it is. Where's my camera? There it is. What's going on, everybody? Full Heel Podcast, back and live, coming at you. I was banned, and I couldn't resolve my stream issues, so I haven't been back. But I think I resolved them, and I think I'm back.
Back from the rewrites.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'll catch up with itself right now. I think it's a little choppy, but it's going. We're live. I don't know who else is watching right now. Let me see if anyone... Nope, zero. So nobody's watching. What's going on, Zero?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
It just started. You're already trying to check. Like, come on.
All right, so I got the rewrite here. My boy Frankie.
Howdy ho.
Yeah, Frankzilla
Howdy ho.
in the house.
There it is. And I got Johnny the Body Ventura here. And
Getting those meals in.
yeah,
For
you
sure.
just got out of the gym, right? I just got out of work. I've been working overtime.
We're moonlighting.
Yeah, we're in the Shy, and it fucking feels like spring outside.
That's really nice.
But yeah,
It's heating up in this bitch.
it's heating up, but global warming is a Chinese fabrication. But that's one of the that's kind of what we wanted to talk about, right? Current events.
Yeah, current events.
Current events.
Thanks, Frankie. Sorry, I was looking at the stream. It's very low. I don't know why.
Speaking of global
The
warming,
internet's...
Global warming, is it real? We have
Most
the
of
warmest.
global
We had the
warming,
ask
warmest.
the polar bears. They got nowhere to go. Hell yeah, that shit is real.
I heard, yeah, whales are
And it's-
dying.
It's craziness. Yeah, beached whales, and that happens a lot. But that was like a shit ton of whales that got beached the other day.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It-
what is the title? The title is Shit's Crazy and Shit's Fucked Up, and so we gotta talk about it.
Yeah,
Precisely
yeah.
what's going on. So for those of you guys who don't live in Chicago, who aren't in the know, it's been
Everybody
proven
knows.
false apparently.
Yeah, let's start off with that.
But apparently on the CTA Red Line, which is one of the bigger or most populated or highly commuted transit lines in Chicago, they were checking IDs for any Mexican or Arabic / Middle Eastern looking men, people who look like me.
Oh
I guess.
shit.
Apparently checking IDs to check I guess residency status and that kind of stuff. Apparently it was false, which lends itself to everybody kind of check your sources before you share shit, which is an important point. It is very important.
I didn't share that shit.
I didn't either. But here's the thing though, shit like that is extremely years ago. I still call it absurd, but it's possible. I would not. I would not put it past. Ever since we found out, ever since the old boy Edward Snowden came out with his so-called treason and told us that the NSA can get all up in our business, just like that, easily, I was like, okay, fuck that,
What's NSA?
The National Security Agency. They can check your messages, your emails.
Yeah.
Right now, if they wanted to.
Not
just,
that they
just
can,
cause.
they do.
They do, yeah.
They do that shit.
Right. Ever since that, I was just like, yeah, they can. They're good. After that, I was like, 1984 Big Brother shit. It's completely possible. I'm like, I didn't want to get an Xbox One because it came with Kinect, and they were saying Kinect. They can get hack your Kinect. I wouldn't put
The
it past
Xbox
them.
One?
Yeah.
What about
shit.
for PS4?
Dude, they've been watching me beat off this whole time.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past
No, I don't
them.
have a Kinect.
I wouldn't
My
put it
brother
past
does.
them.
My brother's got a Kinect.
Yeah.
PSN network always
but
getting
low-key,
shut down.
That scares the shit out of me.
See,
because
it was a little extreme to say that, that, okay, yeah, they're checking, but at the same time, lately, a lot of crazy shit's been happening lately.
So
right?
don't be trying to scare people more if it's not
Right.
a
yeah,
real.
exactly. That was, I hate reporting.
That's part of the issue.
false MMA news. And
Yeah,
that's like
false
shit.
fake news,
This
niggas.
shit that doesn't even matter. This nigga's fighting in a cage.
Yeah,
Fake
there are a lot of
news.
fake news. Everybody, please do yourself a favor.
Because you know what I heard though? Yeah, because I heard they're checking the internet now.
Don't play yourself.
The government, right? They just they're limiting the internet maybe for what we see and access. I think because of these fake news stories too coming up.
Put it past them.
Look at Trump, my niggas. What do you mean? Fake news, fugazis everywhere.
Fugazis everywhere.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah.
So-
No. What do they? Yeah. He's questioning the media. Like, this is like some scary shit, right? Like,
but I would question the media too, because that's how even he won, right? I remember the first day where he wasn't even picked to try to win, and then he wins. You get me? That day changed my life, maybe, because I was like, damn, we living in some bullshit ass thing. The media was super wrong on that. You get me?
Yeah.
They didn't account for all the racist white people who were gonna go out and vote.
Didn't
and white women not voting for
Obama, didn't he sign into effect some kind of thing where they were gonna try to make some sorts of news illegal? They were gonna try to find fake news, but what they deem fake news is up to them. Right. So this could be fake news, and I could be stopped. Joe Rogan could be fake news, and he could be stopped.
Just so you guys know, this is definitely fake news.
Oh, this is 100% fake news.
This is all
bro science and
opinion based.
Yeah.
We don't have any. The good thing here though is what we were discussing earlier. We're kind of jumping a little bit all over the place, but
and we can smoke now because
we were talking
smoke
about
zone.
there's no real political inclination here for anybody. The reason Rafa here wanted to host this session today was because he is frustrated with extremes on both ends of our political spectrum.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason I wanted to have you, Frankie, because I
guess I'm the more.
Well, both of you guys are college graduates. You guys are both U of I alums. You guys are smart guys.
I'm the more left leaning.
Yeah, and Frankie's his
progressive
history major of sorts.
Yeah, I'm probably more regular middle, but still
of the
Democrat.
Americas, and we live in America. And see here, here's the thing. I want to talk to Frankie, and I want to see what the hell's going on, man. Because the left, we were talking about it right before. It's not the left anymore. It's an extreme left. I don't know what it is, but they're
the corporate left.
They're going overboard, like extremely overboard. And I don't think what they're doing is going to get them the results that they want.
It's the corporate left. The thing is, see, I wish we had our Jamie here today to kind of give us a rundown, because I don't want to just talk out of the side of my ass real quick, but Democrats were cashing in for a really long time, reaping the benefits of the New Deal. You know what the New Deal was? That's FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Put in a lot of the like, I guess what we like to call social safety nets, you know, like Social Security, minimum wage, stuff like that, right? Democrats got a lot of support for decades for that, and they shied away from that, right? They no longer are the base of the people when you are the party of the people when you alienate the majority of your party base, right? It used to be look out for the little guy. But no, that's not the case anymore. They're looking out for themselves now.
See, here's the thing that really gets to me, Frankie. I see university teachers attacking Trump supporters. Like, they're attacking Trump supporters. This Chinese lady, I don't know, at UC Berkeley, I think it is, where Milo got protested.
Yeah.
He was just there to speak.
Right.
And he says some pretty, crazy shit. But it's nothing that you should stop him from speaking.
He's got the right to say that crazy
Exactly. Shit. He's got the right to say that shit. And if he's going to be brought there and you're just going to protest it because you don't want to hear it, but you incite violence and you want... she's literally inciting violence and saying that that's the only thing that's going to work.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean,
I love violence.
No, I agree. That's a slippery slope, right? So they did maybe possibly incite violence by blocking him. But I guess their argument is that that speech by itself is inflammatory. His speech.
But see, here's the thing.
So the argument, again, we're kind of jumping around a little bit too. But I guess for those who what we're talking about, this was maybe a couple weeks ago. Do you know what Breitbart is?
No.
Breitbart is. Breitbart is a news organization. It's like a Huffington Post. You know what the Huffington Post is? But for the super conservative.
Okay.
All right, and this guy, the current editor is this guy Milo Yiannopoulos.
Yeah.
And he's super conservative, and he says crazy shit. He goes around and
but he's gay.
Right.
And they say he's anti-gay. They say he's a Nazi. And that's the thing. That's my problem with the left now, Frankie.
So he's a spokesperson a very conservative spokesperson, right? He was going to speak at UC Berkeley in California, and they did kind of how we did here in Chicago a year ago when Trump tried to speak at the Pavilion.
Yeah.
They blocked it off, and then he couldn't do it. They did that same thing. They kind of started rioting, protesting, and Milo Yiannopoulos couldn't speak. So
because
basically,
of who?
Because of the students, people were protesting. They were like, someone who's gonna speak hate speech, someone who's gonna be like him, they were gonna shut it down. Now Rafa brings up a good point. Even if it is hate speech, he still has, or not hate speech, because apparently hate speech is legal, right? That's a hate crime. Right? I'm not a lawyer, but I don't think it's okay. Hate speech is like necessarily 100% legal, but also, I mean, if he's gonna say crazy shit, he's gonna.
What's a hate speech? Like he's gonna say, "I hate gays" or something.
Yeah,
like I hate
black people. Stuff
shit.
like that.
But he's gay and he loves black dick.
So here's the thing.
That's what he said. I'm not making shit.
I don't necessarily agree with this logic.
But
the popular logic that I have reasoned or that I've been making out is that when you deal with people who are hateful like this guy, they're saying these people don't get a pass. You can't do the Basically, they're saying fight with when it comes to extreme measures like this, you have to fight fire with fire, right? They're saying
when does that become the norm?
That's what I'm saying. It's almost kind of like vigilante justice, right? Yeah. But it's kind of like, this isn't your normal circumstance. This isn't a morally okay thing that he's doing, so it's okay. Like, the only way to bring something like this down is to do what we're doing. We're resorting to this because there's no other way to. They're gonna have to have a. I'm not saying I agree with it, but this is the popular progressive Tumblr kind of sentiment about it, right? This isn't your normal just kind of free speech. We're violating his free speech. Like, the only way to deal with these kind of hate mongers and these just hateful people is you got to tear them down no matter what. Which is like when people are saying that, what's that guy's name? Is it Sherman? The guy, the Nazi who got punched twice.
Sherman? Furman?
The guy who got Furman was a Nazi too.
The cop.
But the guy who got punched in the face twice.
Yeah.
On Inauguration Day. Yeah.
I think I've seen that.
People were like, he's a Nazi.
There's a meme of that. Also.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That's what they say, right? He's a Nazi, so it's okay to do that. That's their logic. It was like, this guy's saying crazy shit.
But who are they to deem who's a Nazi and who's... Even if you agree with some of the stances that the right is making now, you're a Nazi.
I consider myself very progressive, I think, but I'll agree with you with that. I feel like even if it is some crazy shit, you gotta
they're just gonna have to have a.
I feel like they should have protested outside, right? Definitely made a presence, but let it go on, right? If anything, all these people coming to see him, after seeing him leaving and you seeing all these people protest, it's gonna give him more to think about, right? It's gonna be like, oh shit, there's just as many people that are opposed to this as that were there,
And we have teachers doing this.
See, again, for me, it's hard because I completely disagree with everything he stands for, who he works for, right? Because Breitbart is awful. Breitbart, for those.
Well, what about that? I forgot about that shit.
Breitbart,
but back to that, they're just gonna have to have a good old fashioned standoff, mano y mano.
Who?
Two people and duke it out, Fight Club style. And winner gets to speak their part. If not, they leave.
Straight duel,
because we can't even fix this shit with paper no more. You're just doing whatever they want.
Okay, and this is the other reason. Again, this is kind of, I don't want to just jump all over the map, but
because we've
got talks about Trump's advisors talking to Russia. They had contacts with Russia months before.
Russia's not all that bad. They got Fedor, Frankie. They got Fedor, bro.
Nothing against Russia, right? But that shit is wild. What are they doing talking to foreign governments?
That is fucking crazy.
Right? Wasn't
to Putin?
The whole wasn't everyone? And this is not a shot to you or anybody, because I'm anti-Hillary as well, right? I'm not with her, y'all. I'm still not with her.
I was never with her.
Right, but there was a whole. Basically, honestly, to me, other than everything that she's a qualified politician, right?
Yeah.
When Obama and other people said there's never been anybody more qualified for the job, they're probably right when they say that, right? But
she's a two-headed bitch, some crazy shit. Or what dude, I don't know what's going on.
Fuck! Well, I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about right before that?
Hillary.
The rewind?
No, we did the rewind.
That she was the worst. That she's the most qualified.
Right before that. What were we talking about right before that?
Russia. Putin.
Oh yeah, the whole thanks, dude. The whole thing was everybody was trying to rally against her and trying to fuck her up over the emails for using insecure email servers.
Yeah.
Trump has not already used an insecure email server. Apparently his phone is he's still linking.
And he's like, "Fuck you, Secret Service. I'm not working with you."
Right. But apparently him and his advisors have been in contact with a foreign country for months. For months. He's been the president for 1 month. They've been in contact with a foreign country for months. Why? He still won't let his taxes out. Right? Like, why? You know,
they said it was legal for him to do it.
He said he was going to release him, though.
Right? He's talking about all this voter fraud, but he won't say what's up with Russia. Like, you want to talk about voter fraud? Let's see those tax returns, those forms.
Because people are calling people out on the stupidest shit now, but it's because that's the guess go to that internet security. One of the main issues. Even Obama warned about it in his speeches.
Maybe I was naive, right?
Huh?
But see, I always thought that it was us kind of pulling the strings or trying to pull the strings behind the scenes everywhere else, right? But it's crazy to think someone like Russia is just another country playing the same shit with us, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it was naive or even arrogant to think it couldn't be done with us, but it's fucking crazy. But it's also like you said, almost kind of necessary, right? Like that spark that we needed.
I think we need that.
Also, just kind of like to everybody in the government, everybody in the CIA, and everybody just kind of a taste of their own medicine, right? Like, how does it feel? We've fucking interfered in elections and toppled governments, and now somebody, it looks like, might have done the same for us.
Yeah.
Right? Right under our noses.
With all their technologies and everything, they found a way to fucking...
But still, that's scary. That's scary.
Yeah, if Russia was actually able to fucking manipulate our election...
Right.
Russia?
Manipulate...
Dude, they're friends with... Putin's friends with...
So he told people to vote?
I don't understand.
I don't know how...
I don't have the link 100%. My understanding is that for Russia, more than anything, it would be economically beneficial to have Trump as a president, right? Because of his platforms, trade, and we would have our
With Russia though, what the fuck do they have?
Well,
that we need besides nuclear weapons?
Our relationship with Russia would be
better
good for them with Trump. So for them it was always going to work if Trump was going to be president.
Oh, right? I get you. So in case some other shit pops off over there, because they're all with that Ukrainian bullshit.
Yeah, they basically wanted us in there with Trump as president. They got us in their pocket. They don't got to worry about us. They can do whatever they want without us having to worry about.
But no matter what, we're gonna have to go in, and since they're boys, they're just gonna do whatever, right?
Right.
That's what you're saying.
It's looking like they either helped him win somehow.
But how? I don't know. But
apparently you can do it electronically, because you know how all votes is voting sabotage, all kinds of like fudging of the numbers and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hacking, all kinds of shit, dude.
They need to do it way better. I've been talking about that too. Better voting system, just on your phone with like your fingerprint or something.
Yeah. Joe's been talking about that too. He's like, how come we have social securities and all have phones, but we all have to go in and vote?
Yeah.
Where people can fucking manipulate it.
Yeah, where you only
how they want with it, and we don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, at least my thing. I want to see only one tally next to my vote on the large 6 million people.
Right, and then every state is different. Some states have really tough voter ID laws where you have to bring like an ID and some other proof of residence. Other places, like when I voted early, all you had to do, they didn't check for anything, right? Apparently some people who are in Trump's cabinet, including his son-in-law and Steve Bannon, who is his, I think not his chief of staff, right, but like one of his head advisors or whatever, they're registered to vote in 2 states. That's not legal, if I'm not mistaken. How can you be registered to vote in 2 states? That means you're living in 2 places at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, if they went through with it, that means they could have voted twice, right? By my logic.
Yeah.
And right, and that's not cool, or that's not supposed to be like that, right? It's
every vote counts. Can't be voting twice for some Trump motherfucker.
I think my Facebook or something. I can't even log in to put the link up. What the hell? Sorry,
but like this is
fucking Russia's hacking my Facebook over
here. This is your thing, right? I'm not necessarily again. Maybe I've done it. I've been guilty of it in the past myself, but like trying to like shame people into like, oh, you guys did this, right? Like this is your fault. This is like all bad. Like this is why, because of you, this is all this Trump shit. Like it's
and he's
bad.
super anti-China. He's over here talking to Taiwan or some shit. And that's not right over there. Because that fucks up shit over there already.
He spoke to Taiwan, but Taiwan is part of China.
Yeah.
And China was like, fuck you can't speak to Taiwan because now you're acknowledging them as their own sovereign fucking state. Yeah. And fuck this shit. Yeah. They're part of China. Yeah. So it's like China calling Texas and be like, hey, what's up, Texas? Dude, so how's your economy doing?
I see, and we're kind of jumping around a lot, but that's just because there's so much going on. We haven't even talked about the fact that, was it his Secretary of Defense? Is that who?
Resigned?
He resigned. It's been a month. He resigned.
I'm done with this shit.
He resigned. And again, it was over some shit with Russia. What was his name? Flynn? Michael Flynn? Yeah. He resigned. Well, a lot of people, what they're saying is he was forced to resign, which is what happens a lot in these political circumstances, right? But that shit is wild.
I wonder who's watching. If they're actually listening to us, I wish they would comment. But
I think part of it goes to today, where we had the fucking rally for No Immigrant Day in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
It was a big deal, kind of.
Did you guys do that? You know, no, but it was on it. Would be a fucking work, low key. They'd be a
but
work.
But there was a lot of people who went.
Security advisor, sorry, not Secretary of Defense. National Security Advisor Michael Flynn had to resign. Sorry, that was just a fact check right quick. But yeah, today was Thursday, the 16th, was the National Day Without an Immigrant.
It was really more the Day Without a fucking Mexican because of how they did it, but it's fucked up because that goes to do with the wall type shit too. So, shit, the world's fucked up right now because we can't even stay on one topic. It just jumps up so much. Like, this is crazy.
Anxious, y'all. There's anxiety. The anxiety is palpable.
It's good we have youth talking about politics and, like, elections and shit like that, but it's talking about it because it's bad. We had to wait for it to get this bad.
And it's interesting, too, though, because, like we said, it's a wave, right? Mm-hmm. We have the UK dealing with similar shit where they're seceding or leaving the European Union.
Yeah,
we
Brexit.
This whole xenophobic thing all over the world.
Well, Calexit.
Romania, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up. Romania is having massive protests too because basically their government was almost making corruption. They were looking the other way on corruption, and the people said fuck that. There's this error, right?
Mexico.
Mexico. All over the place.
Mexico was rioting not so long ago, weren't they?
Oh, el gasolinazo.
Yeah.
And that's obscene too because Mexico, they're not necessarily oil rich, but they produce a lot of oil.
Yeah.
And now Mexicans have to pay a shit ton for something that was produced in their own country now. I think before oil in Mexico, because of Lázaro Cárdenas, was nationalized, which means the whole country reaped the benefits. So everybody got oil and it stayed cheap. They privatized it now. So certain corporations are making big money now, but now everybody's got to pay more for gas, right? Or shit like.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah.
It's weird, dude. It's a lot more. It's over $3 for a gallon.
Well, no.
So now they're facing what we've.
It's $4 almost.
No, so to us it might not be a lot, right?
Yeah.
So,
over there it's a lot.
When you consider the standard of living, right?
No, but I meant us
3
years, 5 years ago when we were paying $4, almost close to $5 for gas.
They're paying a lot.
They're still paying a lot. Yeah, I think I'm underestimating.
Could it be us that's fucking with their?
Well, no. The reason why it stayed cheap for them was because they had it there. You get me? There's countries like Venezuela. If you go to Saudi Arabia, I'm telling you, gasoline is probably dirt cheap just because they have so much oil, right?
And
they
Saudi?
can just produce it. Yeah.
You think it is?
Yeah.
Not like Mexico.
Dude, that's where all the oil comes from, I imagine. That shit's, they barrel it up. It comes through by the barrel.
Well, so he did the pipeline. We're jumping around everywhere, but whatever.
I'm telling you.
Trump did
There's so much going on.
What's up with that pipe? Yeah, there's so much going on.
There's
just bear with us, all right?
Distractions everywhere. Yeah. Trump's attacking the media. They went and while we're distracted with all this other stuff, they authorized. From what I understand, they okayed the Dakota Access Pipeline again, and they started construction again.
Yeah. So
what is that?
Everybody's back.
You haven't heard about this?
The Standing Rock.
Oh whoa! Yeah. Oh, he's crazy then.
Yeah, he's like, no, go ahead with it. But people are saying that Obama just did that as, hey, look at me, look what I did. Right when he left, knowing that Trump was just gonna be like, no, fuck your act. This is not
I don't know.
Because
how is that not a reflection of them just hating on?
The thing is, Obama didn't stop until the end. He had the right. He had the power to do it, and he didn't do it up until he was about to leave. Why did he do it?
I don't think he did, but either way, when they do that, it's called lame duck policies because it's like...
They've done it before. Remember the hostages? Joe brings it up all the time. Shout out to the Joe Rogan Experience. He brings it up all the time with Ronald Reagan, that they didn't free the hostages up till he was in power so he can get credit.
The Iran-Contra scandal?
Yeah, even though it was Jimmy Carter that negotiated it and had it done, but they waited for fucking Ronald Reagan to get the credit because he had low standings in the populace or something. Right. People didn't trust him or something.
His ratings were low.
Yeah, his ratings were low. Yeah. So they did this, Johnny. They
I don't know my American history that much, but
they left these fucking people as hostages, dude, to make Ronald Reagan look good. They're willing to do that.
Let's let those Iranians keep them for a little bit longer, so that Ronald Reagan swoops in and saves the day.
Yeah, that's what it was. Let him be Superman.
My dad loves Ronald Reagan.
Because he gave amnesty to all the immigrants, right?
1986, I think. Yeah, the Immigration Reform and Control Act. Yeah.
Damn. Frankie with the facts.
Straight up. My dad loves Ronald Reagan because of that.
That's why I was like... That's why when I get political, I'm like, I gotta have Frankie on so he can set me right.
See, but that's why
we're still all over the place, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have our notes today.
I think
we don't have our fucking...
I think the rally was a good sign, though, of at least people doing shit. But nowhere, like, you get me? I don't remember the last time there was this many riots just all the time. Or not even riots. I really don't want to say that, and that's part of the problem. That I had to say that first, you get me?
Participation.
Yeah.
I guess social, political participation. But, like, unfortunately...
Of the protest. It's just a protest. It's a protest,
yeah. But there's protests on every side now. There's protests for everything.
No, but...
People are boycotting for Trump. People are boycotting against Trump.
Yeah, Mexico doing their own boycotts against American stuff.
People boycott fucking eggs and eating chicken. They walk in and they free lobsters like fucking idiots. Like it's something to do. Like,
what about lobsters?
They go in and free lobsters. They'll fucking pick them up and go fucking take them to the sea.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's people like advocates in the United States. Where else? Where else would they be privileged enough to fucking
just walk in and walk out with lobsters?
Yeah, you haven't seen like girls walk in to restaurants and just start crying and you guys are murdering. It's murder. This isn't right. And like people are just eating and like what the fuck is going on? Like
I don't know about that.
You haven't seen that? That shit's real.
I don't want to see that.
Animal activism.
Dude, it's retarded. You guys haven't seen the really crazy one?
No, you're telling me this...
Where people pretend to cut themselves, they're naked, and then they pretend to kill themselves?
I've seen crazy shit like that, but what's really tripping me out is like taking the lobsters out. That's what's tripping me out.
They do it. I'll look it up.
I don't even want to see that.
No, just to... Yeah, you're right. But I don't know if that's lobsters, but they've done it with animals. They go in and take the animals because... you're not going to eat them. Like, fuck you. Dude, we're going to look it up afterward. I bet this.
Speaking of animals... Donald Trump is refuting scientific facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's taken down climate. He's
he's
quite like so.
And Obama warned that too in his last speech. He's like, let's not focus on some shit we feel. He's like, facts, but nope, no science.
The other day,
I don't know, dude. Shit is wild. I hate it.
He gave a press conference to just conservative media outlets. Like
he snapped. I can't hate on him though for that.
Do that shit.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But now I can do whatever. Like I don't get it. I
get like the urge to do that. Like maybe I would do it too.
How is it?
You can't do
fine
that
now.
Yeah. All kinds of wild shit. You've got his people and him saying that the media should shut up. The media are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Like
helping them win the elections.
Well, he's mad at the judges and calling them like unpatriotic, and then like they're doing what they're checks and balances. See, this is interesting to me because you have some outlets talking about he's already cracking under pressure, right? He's in over his head. This isn't what he expected, what he wanted. It's like you said, right? He just wanted to be popular.
Yeah.
He thought it was going to be cushy. No, look at Obama's hair. Look at his face. He's aged noticeably. This shit is heavy. It's a lot of work. All right, the leader of the fucking free world. There's a lot that goes.
Oh yeah, dude, this guy's gonna fucking
just tweeting. I don't even have a fucking Twitter.
He's gonna look
See, and I guess just going back to the perspective, right? Like what you were saying is like he's getting shit done. When Obama tried to get shit done with executive orders, people were like, "He's a dictator. He thinks he's a king." right? And now people are like, oh, look at Donald Trump. At least he's getting shit done. Do you get me? Like, it's perspective, right?
Yeah.
It's all what fits your narrative. I don't agree either way on each one. I didn't necessarily agree with all of Obama's executive orders. I definitely don't agree with most of Trump's executive orders. But I'm like, call it what it is. If you're gonna call it for Obama, then call it for Trump too. Like I'm shocked.
That's the problem I had with the I'm with her thing. They never called Hillary on any of her bullshit, and they were blind to it. They're like, oh, Trump is fucking, he's worse. I'm like, well, depends on what you see as worse. And yeah, for some people it is worse, especially for minorities. The immigration shit is way worse because white people aren't gonna have to deal with it. But I think they were just fucking, I don't know where the fuck I was going with it. Smoking too much, working too much.
You just stopped though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I lost my train of thought.
That's good. It happens all the time. We usually have notes. A little bit helter-skelter here today, but...
Yeah, well, I was working till 8, working overtime.
Damn, putting in that work.
Times,
yeah, I want to buy that fucking drum pad.
See, and we have a pretty unique perspective, and some would say bias, because we're all from immigrant families, right?
My dad's an immigrant, my mom's an immigrant.
And that's what I'm telling you, like, I don't agree with Hillary either, but, like, knowing what I know, I experienced what I've experienced, seeing everything that my parents have been through, and not just my parents, right? But, like, for example, like, you guys, right? I didn't know you guys till I was basically an adult, right? But, like, I can tell you guys were raised right. Your parents, your families did, like, they were here doing that classic American dream, right? Not all the bullshit that these people are accusing, the rapes, the murders, the national security threats. Like, this is obscene, right? And I agree, dude. You'd never believe, like, I was literally in that voting booth, like, oh my god, what the fuck am I gonna put in here right now, right? Like, because I couldn't just not, like, vote, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I respect everybody who, because I agree, like, it sucks. That my thing is almost like, I feel like almost like we need a multi-party system. I think it's called a plurality, where, like, in other countries, your party gets a percentage of the vote that you got, right? So if the Republicans get 50% of the popular vote, they get 50% of the Congress, right? Mm-hmm. If the Communist Party got 25% of the vote, they get 25% of the representation, right? Yeah. Say what you will about that, it has its flaws or whatever, right?
I don't know if I like that.
Right, but, like, at least there's a more distribution, right?
I think maybe just more than one president, maybe.
Because, like, here, like, we have two options, and this one especially, depending on who you ask, they were both bad. I guess on a, ideological spectrum, they were both pretty close, not inclining either way towards people, but, like, it's tough. Like, I couldn't not, it's like, it sucks, right? But it's like, I guess the best way I can try to describe it to people or try to justify it is, like, Rage Against the Machine, right? Like, they were always, all the messages they were trying to say, or one of the biggest things they always railed against was, like, the record industry, right? But people were like, oh, you're on tour, you're promoting your albums, and you have to put these CDs out, right? Which is almost a good point, but it's like, how the fuck else are they going to get their message out, right? Until a certain extent, you have to work in, even if the system is broken, within an extent, you still have to try to work within it until there's a change, right? Until something better comes along. So to me, it was like, and this is awful, and this is why I almost couldn't do it, right? It's like, we should pick between the best candidate available, not between a pile of shit and a bigger pile of shit.
South Park, dude. South Park, 100%.
And that's what it was. But,
I think
to me, like, I understand, right? Like, you said, racism's already been there. American politics have always been shady, right? But the stakes for, like, these are high, right? In 2017, where we live in a place where there's so many different people in a world that's connected in so many different ways, this is outrageous. It's obscene to me that 80, 90 years ago, people were getting burned in fucking ovens, right? And because of crazy logic and propaganda because of race and religion, right? Mm-hmm. And we were like, this is horrible. Let this never happen again, right? But we're, like, starting to teeter on the line where we're starting to walk those paths again, right?
Well, we're fucking...
Like, it's obscene to me, right? Like, to me, like, right, you said...
happening.
As somebody who
studied
we're
living history. We're living
history. As somebody who studied history, that was, to me, it was, like, always... World War II always resounded to me, not just because of the Holocaust, but it was, like, it was the biggest loss of life in human history, right? On both sides. That shit, I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, people should know about this. People should teach kids about this and other people about this so that it never happens again. So someone who's familiar with that, and it's like, Dude, it's fucking you see it. I mean, you would hope not. Maybe it's kind of cynical and nobody could tell the future, right? But it's like we're getting up to a similar type of point, and you're like, wait, so you're telling me 6 million people died for nothing? 80 years later, we're just gonna fucking do that shit again? Like it's crazy, and maybe we're exaggerating. Maybe every generation has kind of like a political or social movement or a time where they're just like, yeah, this is a change. Like we're gonna, but I feel like that's like a younger thing, right? Like we're not that young anymore, right? Like we've lived through a lot of shit.
Do
We
what?
9/11.
Dude, we
lived through Bush, through
I'm 2
Obama.
years away from 30.
Through Obama, dude. Bush and Obama by themselves, those presidencies were a big fucking deal. And this, to me, now is even a bigger deal than that. Than
We had 9/11. We had war.
Than any of that.
Dude, we've gone through
Iraq, Afghanistan.
We think about it. We've gone through a lot of shit.
All of this, to me, now is a bigger deal than all of that.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. 9/11 like was a big deal, and like I'll never forget where I was and like that day. Right.
I was going to school. Mom told me because we're an hour ahead.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So it happened when my mom was walking me to school. She's like, "Oh," she's like, "Did you hear that the tower got hit?" And I'm like, and I was thinking to myself, "Holy shit! What if this one got hit?"
Yeah.
As I was walking to school, and I'm like, "Will the debris reach all the way over here? I don't know, but we would definitely be able to see something.
Yeah.
I could see the Sears Tower from here if I look out through my back window."
Yeah. But that's the thing, and maybe I wasn't conscious enough, or maybe I wasn't paying attention. But like, it just seems like it's a big heap, right? Like it's just a lot of shit right now.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Just heaping up. So, yeah, but it's all kind of just like, and I don't want to give him too much credit necessarily, but it's just like he's kind of the figurehead for it all, right? He just kind of embodies all of this social anxiety and just overall tension.
That's what makes me mad. It's like now everyone's mad at him. He's always been the same.
He's just cashing in. He's an opportunist. He came in at the right time to take advantage of white poor people's
voting abilities.
Well, yeah, he told them what they wanted to hear. And now he's coming through for them, or trying to come through for them, at least.
Well, no, now he's acting how he talked, but now he's realizing it's fucking harder than fucking tweeting all day and shit.
Tweeting all day.
But I think it gets...
got a Twitter. Check me out at Donkey Tron. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It has gotten to a point, though, where it's just like, you can't even say Trump without people going crazy against the person who maybe represents them. And I think people who like that feel attacked sometimes. You get me? That's what it is. So you get into this weird thing.
When's the last time people were on edge like this? You know, like that. Like so.
Well, go ahead. My bad. Yeah.
I just finished watching The People versus O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
Damn. All up in the hype train
that
with
shit
that.
Had a lot. Well, did you see they had a ESPN?
Was that the real one?
I know. I didn't.
No, that was the.
I saw the real one.
The dramatic. No. This was the reenactment, like Cuba Gooding Jr. plays
Oh
OJ.
my god, this was the first time I ever saw what he did to that white lady.
Oh my god, dude. Well, regardless, that was a really good documentary, right? The 30 for 30, the 5-parter.
This one, yeah.
And that did a really good job of pointing out like the whole the racial tension, right? The whole everybody knew he was guilty, but he got off because of the racial tension, right? Because black people were like, take that for the whole Rodney King shit.
Yeah.
It's building up to that now, right? Like you're just waiting for. And we've had a couple, right? Like, unfortunately, we've had the Eric Gardners and the Mike Browns and shit like that. But it's getting to cinder, right? Where something's gonna happen, man. Something's gonna happen. It feels like it. It feels like it. There's a lot of crazy, and it might not even be the way that we expect it to. It might not even be progressive or Black Lives Matter, right? White, crazy, racist people are getting out of pocket, man.
Yeah. They found their fucking.
They're getting out of pocket. They're getting crazy.
They found their dude.
They're getting crazy. All the while in the entire world, there's still the whole minor kind of lurking in the. That's the scary part of terrorism, dude, because it's everywhere. It's very, very like stealthy, right? It's hard to trace, and at all times in the modern world, it's present. It's everywhere. It's like.
Latin America.
Right. So that shit's always just kind of in the back of your mind. I don't think it's enough to justify banning people from 7 specific countries, right?
Yeah. All the ones he doesn't do business with, right?
Yeah, specifically the ones that don't
convenient.
have a World Bank location or whatever it may be.
For the Rothschilds?
Yeah, or a
That's why he
Rothschild
doesn't. That's
bank.
why he doesn't want to do business, or that's why the ban's on them, because they don't have national, or not national banks, but the banks that run our country.
They haven't opened themselves up to Western imperialism.
Yeah, they're like, we see what you guys are really doing, so fuck you.
To who? Who's this again?
Syria.
Oh,
That's what the band. Whoever the band is on, I know Syria's on there, but I don't know who else. Frankie.
It's like Syria, Jordan.
Yeah. Well, nah, it's cool.
I think Egypt's on there too.
Yeah, I think
It's not important, or it is important, but no offense to them.
No, they hate you now. You're excluded from going to those countries. Well, there is a travel ban, right? Can he go? Can we go?
Well, see, here's the thing. Yeah, no, we can.
That's
You know the thing.
Oh no, didn't we get banned by somewhere though? Didn't they ban us in turn for us banning them?
Good.
It might have been Syria. They might have been like, fuck you.
It's no offense. My solidarity to the poor people of Syria, but ain't nobody trying to go to Syria.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know who. It might have not been them, but I thought someone went like, you know what, you're gonna ban us, fuck you. I don't know if that would have done anything, but yeah.
Yo, hats off to Canada. They said, Mexico, y'all can come over. Mexicans no longer need a passport to go into Canada.
Oh yeah, that shit was awesome.
oof.
Because the Canadian border is pretty much on it too.
Yeah.
I've been to Canada and I've cried like, you guys got anything? Like, nope, just us.
Were they Mounties?
No, it was we came in through Windsor,
Royal Canadian
Ontario.
Police? Yeah.
So it was just regular cops. They look like cops to me.
Border
To me?
Patrol?
Yeah. I didn't smoke weed at the time, so it didn't really matter to me. I was like, yeah, whatever. I wasn't even driving. It was my cousin who was the one.
See, look at Michael Flynn resigned, and the guy who was tapped next turned down. They can't even get somebody to take this job now.
Was it the Attorney of Defense?
National Security Advisor.
I think I just made that other one up.
No, I said it. I
Okay.
planted that one in your head. I said that.
Fucking.
Dude, he
See, I
called
lost
Russia.
track of what I was talking about, but. But who you got in the Canelo Chavez fight, low key?
I think I know who's gonna take it.
Let's turn to something positive.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was gonna ask you guys about the Euro Cup. I'm right about to ask you.
Euro
What do you
Cup?
guys think about the Euro Cup?
The
'Cause I
Champions
saw,
League?
Or the Champions League.
Yeah.
Because I saw Dortmund face some shitty ass country.
Benfica?
Yeah, so
Portugal.
I turned it away.
Nah, it was decent.
Yeah,
It was alright.
Benfica, if you're gonna watch a team from Portugal, that's probably one of the
okay.
teams from Portugal. So
I just didn't know who they were, so I'm like, fuck these guys. But I knew who Dortmund
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Dortmund
Bumblebees?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blowouts,
Yeah.
dude. Blowouts.
Mad
in
goals.
European soccer.
I have shout outs to Sling. They don't endorse me, but they should. They should give me free Sling. I'll shout them out on time. Sling, if you're watching, that one person, it could be Sling, right? Endorse.
Nah.
Just don't make me pay the $40 a month, and I'll talk about you all the time. Sling, I got you, baby.
I've been looking into it.
It's pretty good.
I need my sports back.
They got Euro on
Yeah.
there just for no reason. Sometimes I'll just be like, "What the fuck is soccer on?"
Yeah. I need
Right,
to-
you'll see it.
Oh,
I'll
they
Snapchat
do?
it sometimes.
Oh,
but yeah.
you snap.
tired of
Sling
streaming
has all.
shit.
They has so many channels.
Nah, you should get that.
Oh,
'Cause,
that's
I
where you
mean,
saw the Pumas game the other day, right?
Yep. I'll be sitting here smoking in the morning, just flipping through channels. I'm like, "What the fuck is soccer?"
on Sunday mornings, yeah. Saturday nights too, though, all day.
When was this Dortmund game? Tuesday, Thursday?
Yeah.
No,
Dortmund
Wednesday?
played Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was this week that I saw it. Definitely.
There was games yesterday too.
Who didn't the Mexican league just end?
Nah, it's
No,
just on their
well,
way.
they just started. A new tournament
Yeah.
started about a month ago.
Yeah, it's like 6th or 7th game.
Yeah.
Of the tourney?
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're about to go. Yeah, I think it's a 6 week.
7th, I think.
7?
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Oh no, you're right.
I think Canelo takes it. But
Yeah, I think he should be. I think it might go the distance, but if not, he has to end it. He has to get him to the body. But
people are
that
playing
fight,
shit in my head. Telling me
What,
that fucking
Chavez?
Chavez got a chance.
Well,
'cause he's bigger.
it's because
He's
a lot of
bigger.
people in
When was the last
Mexico.
time he fought?
A lot of people he fought Briscott last year at the end.
Didn't he?
Yeah,
is that the one who
in
got knocked out?
Monterrey. Nah,
Got
he
knocked
won.
out?
He won. Like a regular fight, he fought recently in Monterrey.
I think the last.
Because
time
he's
I-
banned from fighting over here too. I think because he tested positive for weed.
Weed?
I think yeah.
But they need to fucking stop with that shit.
And-
It's fucking
The
bullshit.
last time I saw him fight was when he lost.
You were in Chicago?
What is his name? Maravilla.
He fought again
Soto-
to Fanfara.
yeah,
some
he
weird
lost
guy.
to Fanfara, right?
Yeah.
He fought him again?
Nah,
No, right?
that's the last fight he just fought
Mm.
in like December, I think.
He got knocked out.
Nah, he won. No, he had just lost before that. Like that was maybe a year and a little bit ago. So he hasn't fought in a while, but
I would bring up Chavez's record, but why?
it's like
There's nobody out there that we would really
like
recognize.
Maybe
Like we can go down the list and maybe find Fara because it's a weird name.
Brian Vera
Yeah.
is the best one. Yeah, maybe.
Like I would recognize Fanfara.
He's kind of old. He's like 30, but
yeah. And you can go through Canelo's fucking. They're all murderers. Well, for the most part, they're murderers. Over the past at least 3 years, they've been murderers.
Well, he's had better names. They're not.
Well, he fought Mayweather, not a murderer.
Yeah.
He will take you up and not let you hit him though.
It's technical.
Yeah, he's fought names though. Cotto, Mosley, I guess.
What about this
Trout,
Mayweather?
Lara.
Mayweather, McGregor.
I don't know.
I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, Mayweather.
Why not?
Yeah, Mayweather's just gonna be like, let me just fight this punk for $100 million.
Look, Mayweather.
Yeah.
He's not gonna lose. He's gonna make money.
Yeah.
Conor, he knows he's gonna lose, but he's not gonna get knocked out. He's gonna make a fuckload of money. If the UFC lets them do it, the UFC just got bought out by WME. They're fucking
stacked.
They're movies. They love movies, so they're gonna want this attention on the UFC. This, even if it's a boxing and they do boxing commentators and it's taken as a boxing promotion, it's gonna put more eyes on the UFC. And Conor is red hot right now. This is just adding fucking. This is adding nuclear fucking
fuel.
Yeah, fuel to it. You can't get any bigger than this. This is gonna be the biggest boxer or the best boxer of all time because of the money and the promotion that he's done against the best mixed martial, not the best, but the one that makes the most money over here at promotional wise. The face of mixed martial arts versus the face of boxing. And they can do it, and it'll be the first time ever that you have a cross promotion between the two best at both sports. They couldn't even get it done between Mayweather and fucking Pacquiao. Mm-hmm. Imagine if they do Mayweather McGregor. That shit would be fucking. Dude, we'll do.
Would it do like FYI? We'll do probably like 5 million.
We'll do 5
million views.
Ibrahimovic heard about it, and he said that.
He's not impressed.
And he said he can take either one of them. Yeah. He said, "Let them fight, and I'll take the winner."
I love Ibrahimovic for all this.
Nobody asked him. He just said, "You know what? Let them do it. I'll take them both."
You know what? I love his jokes, but I want to see that one.
He scored 3 goals today at 35.
Like, he might be a fucking bad soccer player, but fighting is a different sport.
At 35. He looks like the Last Samurai.
Yeah.
He's big as fuck, dude. That's why he's
still
so
looks good.
He's like, when he came out, he was a combination of everything. He's like 6'4" or 5. He's huge, dude.
Then he might be Conor.
He's like a defender size, but he's
real acrobatic.
Yeah, dude. He's got technique.
Those are the rare fucking fast twitch muscle guys.
Fast twitch muscle.
People taking races, but
he's a savage. But he's like a savage in general.
Spanish people have it. Guess what? Some white people have that fast twitch muscle.
Yeah.
Look at Brock Lesnar. Brock has been huge his whole fucking life.
And he's an interesting case. His dad is Bosnian.
Yeah, I remember I read it.
Croatian,
yeah.
And he was born in Sweden.
Yeah, I read it one time and I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah. Bosnian.
And he's a beast though. He's underrated.
Yeah.
Not underrated, just never won or got the merit he should have got.
Hot-ass wife. All soccer players have hot-ass wives.
Yeah.
All of them.
International models.
All of them, yeah.
International models.
It's ridiculous. I should start playing soccer. Yeah,
straight up. And some of these guys, like Buffon is
football.
Goalie. Don't get me wrong, he's great, but his wife is, she's like the
he's
finest
Italian.
Where's she from? It's not Czechoslovakia anymore. It's the Czech Republic.
Yeah,
but craziness, yeah.
So you guys got Mayweather McGregor. That's what Mayweather.
I don't even know what that's gonna end up being.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's not what McGregor.
Actually,
might be some stunt, and I feel like it will just end.
I don't know what to believe.
I think McGregor can maybe knock him out because like he's got he's not a boxer, but he's got one of the craziest left hands, just straight like. I see his fights and you don't even know how he's landing it on you. He just touches you.
He angles off and he finds your chin. And that's
but he's got
accuracy.
But he's Mayweather's just gonna stay off.
Well, see, that's the thing. Mayweather's game is you're not gonna hit me because I have better head movement than your accuracy and better reaction time than.
Yeah.
But did Father Time catch up with Mayweather? Was he too old? Is that left hand going to find its home?
He's like 41.
Is Mayweather going to cut the corner? Like, but well, see, here's the thing.
Is he going to risk it? I mean, yeah, for all that money.
Here's the thing: has Mayweather not seen his style of movement? Because it's MMA mixed with boxing. It might just be that little difference that could be where he angles off, and it's an angle that Mayweather isn't used to. He's seen everything. He's seen everything in that boxing ring. But it's maybe one of the angles that he's seen, not as much as he's seen a traditional boxing
and
style.
it's fast, yeah.
Yeah, and it's fast and it's powerful. Because Mayweather, McGregor cuts a lot of weight. More than I've ever seen Mayweather.
He's been looking super big now.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. He's not going to be able to drop till
145.
He's on the cover of GQ, bro.
Yeah. So how would he do it? Yeah.
Maywether's definitely going to have to do a catch weight, but the thing, Mayweather's not. He's going to go into the thing he's not going to lose. That's the thing. That left hand is going to. It'll be hard to find its home against Mayweather still, unless age has really gotten to him, and I don't think Mayweather it has.
Can Mayweather? We need Mayweather to knock. Nah, he doesn't knock people out though.
Because he broke his hands.
We need him to knock out Donald Trump.
He knocked out Big Show.
Nah, he probably making business with them.
Or Stone Cold Steve Austin used to stunner Donald Trump again.
Kunez Mayweather
office, into the desk. Secret Service will not be all over it.
Mayweather's a coon.
You don't like Mayweather?
Hell nah.
Whoa. Nah. Well, can you phrasing? Yeah. Phrasing with that one a little bit?
He's a straight sucker for white people. He's probably making business with Trump. That nigga has done nothing for anybody. Yeah.
So he's a fugazi?
This guy burns money and then just like is like making bitches divorce, fucking with my nigga T.I. and Tiny.
T.I.? What are you talking about?
At Mariah Carey's parties. Mayweather's funny, dude. But fuck him.
Dude, how crazy is Mariah Carey?
I don't know.
As crazy as Mayweather.
Lip syncing the last time we saw her.
And then she's like, I'll run out, right? And then she's like, I'm still going out.
What was wrong with my internet? The fucking live stream has been orange this whole time.
So that one person watching,
I'll fix it, yeah.
You're the real MVP.
Shout out to them, yeah.
Is it Chavi? Is it Quadro?
I don't know. It's Russia, maybe. They don't want to answer.
Yeah, is it the fucking them niggas watching us? Yeah.
Watching us. That permanent one.
Is always watching.
Fuck you niggas, yeah.
On the way home, we find out Johnny's car went out of control. Yeah. He tried to brake.
I've been watching Stranger Things, yeah.
He tried to brake, but it wouldn't brake because they fucking hit the accelerator.
Nah, he's got to worry about the upside down.
Yeah, the Demogorgon.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I watched it. It was good. Yeah.
Did you watch it? Because I recently watched it.
I just recently watched it. Yeah.
I think in one of our workouts, you have to watch it.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
Halloween.
I loved it.
We're podcasting after a workout. I want to see how that goes out. Saturday? You down or what?
Yeah.
We'll work out and then come chill.
Bro, I'm gonna have to come a little later.
What time?
Like 12.
Yeah, that's fine.
To work out.
That's fine.
Alright. Then we're
on.
on.
Ready to do Saturday anymore.
Yeah, trying to get back on it.
Yeah.
For the spring, it's 60 degrees tomorrow.
Dude, I cut down to
in Chicago.
I'm like, well, with my work clothes, with heavy boots and everything, and my clothes and the sweater, I was 240.
Nigga adding pounds to with the boots.
Well, I couldn't take them off at work. People would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Weighing myself, bro. I'm trying to take the gains.
Like 10 pounds with work boots.
Look at that. Look at that fucking dick. Look at that.
It's the shirt.
Yeah.
It's the shirt.
Not even look at
that shirt.
Douche. You know you be jealous at the gym when I'm working on my arms, bro.
Got too much testosterone. She's looking at you.
The chiseled form.
Yeah.
I need to get back. Lose the last remaining pounds. Johnny's been helping me out. With the
Not even like twice a month.
Yeah,
workouts.
I need to get on it more.
You need a post-workout salad like Johnny.
Yeah, right. It's better than nothing, though.
Yeah, dude, we gotta stay lean because pretty soon shit's gonna get crazy and we're gonna have to start running or fighting or something.
Well,
I'm saying.
Running or fighting. Dude, why do you think I got the fence up? In no time, that barbed wire is going up. It's already in the backyard. All over the top.
Shit's coming.
Why do you think they got me up here, right next to the window, Frankie?
Yeah, man.
To bust out that sniper. Good news.
One of the main reasons I'm,
I say get my dad.
We still have the Second Amendment right as well.
Yeah.
When y'all need to get guns, I guess.
Yeah, low key.
Gotta be safe out here.
Conceal and carry. They have it's legal here in Illinois.
You gotta take a class though.
Yeah. Which I believe you should have to take a lot of classes.
Yeah.
I think you should have to take a lot of them. You shouldn't just be able to give me a gun. Here you go. Bye.
Yeah, but then there's like a lot of places, and rightfully so, that you go to the front door and they'll be like, "Hey, leave your strap." With no strap.
Yeah, you can't bring guns in there.
They'll have it in big signs.
Yeah.
Like,
and at restaurants and shit like that.
I always thought it was funny. Like, isn't it common sense? And then I remembered, oh, we're a fucking concealed carry state now.
So what does that mean? What if you take it in there?
You can't take it in there. So
if it has a sign,
it's like, no, you're good with concealed carry, but you just can't bring it in here. Leave it in your glove compartment or something.
So if someone runs in and tries to rob the place, hey, hold up! I'm gonna go get my gun. I'll be right back, bro.
Yeah. Hey, it defeats the purpose.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's pretty dumb.
But like, hey, here's the thing though. You can use it at a gas station, right? And like, if those type of places that get robbed and shit.
Okay.
Or convenience stores and shit like that.
Those, I guess you wouldn't really rob a restaurant, right?
Right. You're not about to be like.
Yeah, Joey D's will rob restaurants all the time.
Yeah, I've seen it like at office buildings. Like, why would you need a gun at an office building unless you're trying to light the place up? Right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
or shit like that. You know, like where Sochi works. Like they I always thought it was funny, but they had like a sticker at the front. Is like
mine too, I think.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah,
it's not
like,
that.
Mine just says if
but
you
it's
don't.
like it's concealed carry. You can conceal carry, just don't bring it to work. Like
Mine says employees only.
Like
My door says.
Like the Eminem skits. Don't bring your gun to work. It's not a shooting range. Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, why? Yeah, unless you're trying to take out everybody at lunch.
Yeah.
Like, why else would you fucking have it?
Dude,
you're worried about somebody storming in?
So many people get at each other's necks at work, dude. It's not fucking fun.
Yeah, so then why would you want to add a gun to that equation?
I just put my headphones in and I ignore everybody. I don't ignore them. I just stick to myself. I say hi to everybody. I help them out. But other than that, I try to just do my job.
Hey, well, if
talk
you guys,
about wrestling if they have to.
If you guys want to bypass all of that, Indiana's a quick ride away. In Indiana, you can just buy a gun.
Yeah, we can come back with shotties.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah. He said, damn.
See him leaning more toward the right now. Right?
Yeah. Well, like I agree with guns, but I think you should have to fucking pass a lot of stringent classes.
Yeah, right.
And not just how to use it. You should have to go through some.
Yeah. Or why do you need an anti-aircraft gun or fucking an AK-47?
Well, here's the deal. What do you think about silencers?
What's the deal with them?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about silencers.
Because they're silent.
Because
they make it efficient and easy.
Yeah, because you're trying to kill somebody and not be heard. So
that's what it was made for, then.
I think so. What else?
Well, I guess
is it made for?
right. To just kill niggas.
That's first. Maybe I played too much 007 growing up.
They'll just go like
too much GoldenEye.
Yeah, how does that shit work? I'd be interested. I'm just interested. That's scientifically interesting.
And then they're not even silent. It's it just makes like a poof.
Well, instead of a fucking.
Oh, instead of a down.
Yeah. What the fuck,
dude? When you guys gotta go to the next wrestling show. It's in March. WWE. It's 3 hours though. It's a mission.
In Rosemont again?
Yeah, it's a mission. Sit through that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn that.
It's 3 hours.
Rosemont can be getting a lot of love.
But they.
Shit.
Fuck! I need to buy my ticket if I'm gonna go this shit tomorrow. Glory's gonna be here the 23rd. Oh shit, that's next week.
Where at?
Kickboxing at the Allstate.
Damn.
Oh, up in Rosemont again?
Yeah. Kickboxing. Like, remember we were watching Glory? They're here. The last time they were in Cali, they're here. If you're down, they're like $55 tickets. Front row, well not front row, but like the front outer section, $175.
That's a lot.
That's not even that much for one of those events.
To watch somebody get their ass kicked.
Yeah, and that's what people are like, oh, it's kickboxing. Yeah, it's fucking. You remember we were watching kickboxing? It's badass. People don't watch it that much, but badass. Those tickets might be sold out though. And that's the thing.
Fucking scary.
They're not that bad.
American Muay Thai.
Yeah. No, dude. You guys are from the Netherlands. You have. That's the thing with Glory. They're getting the best talents from everywhere. So you're getting the best kickboxing and Muay Thai. It's just that they don't incorporate elbows, but everything else like they have.
This is what Muay Thai is, right? Striking.
Yeah, Muay Thai striking, and but it's all 8 limbs. Some of the other sports don't use the elbows because they cut you up and it's too dangerous. They'll crack skulls.
The Thai, those Thai are onto something, right? With the fucking elbows.
And like in some other, like in I remember Dynamite. I think you couldn't. Was it Dynamite? I'm not sure what it was. It was one of the other kickboxing promotions. It might still be in glory where you can only clinch for so long.
Yeah.
They don't want that long clinching. I think it's like 3 seconds. So I think you could clinch and knee, and then you're out. You have to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just throw knees without clinching. But like where you actually like have him and like you're fucking like the ref will step in after like a couple of seconds.
Yo, Sambo, that's a thing.
Yeah.
That's like you can get like a black belt in Sambo.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the rankings, but there's tournaments and there's there's medals. There's medals. So Fedor's like a gold medalist a bunch of times.
Yeah.
With bronze medalist, silver
Is that
medalist.
something the Russians developed?
I think so. It's their national sport, Sambo.
Oh shit.
It's pretty much Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with leg locks and wrestling and fighting and like stand up. It's everything mixed into one with headgear, but with gis. They have gis on, and it's MMA.
Oh shit.
They have gloves on.
Brutal.
They have headgear, and they do MMA, but with a lot more leg locks. Like Russians are really nasty with leg locks.
Yeah, that's true.
So Sambo's Nurmagomedov. Habib, all right. Habib the Eagle.
Habib time.
Yeah,
Habib time.
He's a Sambo guy.
Habib time.
He wears a shirt. If Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was easy, it would be called. No, if Sambo was easy, it would be called Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
That's what his shirt says. And he's fighting El Cucuy.
That's a tough fight for him. I think he might lose.
It's a good fight. I don't
but
know.
how's Ferguson? I feel like I got Ferguson, but I don't know. I'm calling it prematurely.
See, it could go either way, dude, because
I think Ferguson is good on the floor, too.
No,
he is.
His submission is disgusting. Here's the thing. If Khabib could stay out of it, Khabib is undefeated.
Yeah, but he's fought. Yeah, he's like 22
and he's a Sambo guy, so he knows submissions.
I want his hat.
The big old, what is it? It's called something. Yeah, like, it's an actual thing, and wherever he's from, Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan.
He's from, from Dagestan.
Yeah, there you go, Frankie. Frankie with the.
He's from
locations, yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
he's from Dagestan.
Makachkala.
I don't know where that is. Frankie, are you a communist?
No.
Hell yeah, right? Nigga knows everything.
Yeah.
Nigga CIA, yo.
Not a communist, though.
We're working with a CIA nigga here. We're working with NASA.
Swarm. FBI. Were you the one that sent the FBI that one time in the house too?
Nah, fuck that. That was. Woo!
You were out of there.
That was oddly.
Se les peló Baltasar over here. Frankie got the fuck out of there.
That's probably, they were like, you know what? There's too many leaving. We gotta go now.
Yeah, they're like, they know. You know what it was? They're like, this nigga's gonna go pick shit up.
We gotta go now. Yeah. Oh, shit.
That fight's when?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know. March 4th?
It is, right?
March 4th. And there's 2 titles. We're doing
I know.
You're signing up for it? So I put you on the list?
Yeah.
You're on the list?
You're on the list.
You're on the list! You don't watch wrestling, right? It's Chris Jericho.
Nigga, I'm always on the list for that one.
I was on Tumblr today and somebody put his old song
You're on the list. Frankie,
which
you on the list? March 4th?
March 4th. What's that, Saturday?
I believe you're there with
Yeah.
Oh, it is? That's that one? You know what else is that day? That's the Thurman Garcia boxing. And that fight is on Channel 5.
Hey, you're going to be watching too? Do I got you down, that one guy watching? You in? Are you going to be watching that day?
Just put one.
One viewer.
Yeah, one viewer, yeah. You better be here, motherfucker.
One pending.
Whoever that is.
And you wrote view wrong.
Whatever. Whoever that is.
Classic.
Let me know. I might have you on the show, bro. Maybe, depending on who it is. No, who is it? I wonder who's watching. I wonder if it's someone that just put. It's someone that knows it's just for like watch.
Maybe a subscriber, bro. Subscriber.
They would have said something by now.
No, it's probably not them. Might be Smoke Frog.
It could be. No, but he responded on one of them before. He said stuff on there.
If you click on watching at the top, it won't show you nothing.
No,
I think we gotta finish this.
You gotta go.
No,
Just
just saying. No. Well, now that I can see right there, yeah. I don't know, dude. Shit is wild out here in the streets.
We can bring it back and wrap it up. It's been an hour, and I gotta work at 5 tomorrow. You right, John?
Ain't that a bitch?
I feel like a Friday today for some reason.
Yeah, my days are thrown. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
So do you guys got a resolution to what do we gotta do?
Yeah. I'm saying fucking same shit has been fucking plaguing the United States since forever, dude. And we don't even handle the issues we mostly have to handle. Same shit. Main one, racism in the fucking United States.
What was I talking about last time? Sorry to cut you off, Frankie. What did I say last time?
And
racism isn't dead.
And then number 2, fucking gun laws or gun control and corruption should be right up there, number 1. And 3, I don't know, some other shit, but not all this crazy bullshit we're dealing with. And I don't know. That's all I gotta say.
I really think I'm a communist after this one, but I would argue that no, racism is real and it is a problem, but us to the more basic level, it comes down to like even class, right? Because it all comes down to money before that too, right? Because who has the money, right? A certain race or two, right? Or whatever it may be. But yeah, we gotta.
But there's rich
poor
niggas.
Brown people have to stay together
and find other means of fucking rioting and protesting this.
You can't say rioting. You just gotta say
Martin Luther King
protest.
He had a dream, and this was not his dream. This was definitely not his dream. Non-violence.
Don't use.
That was his dream. Non-violence.
Don't use. See, that's the thing though. But nobody was around back then. Martin Luther King did a lot of shit at that time. White people hated Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was doing what people right now. I love seeing how mad people get about protesters blocking highways and blocking the streets. That was Martin Luther King's fucking go-to. That's what he did every fucking time he went out. Yeah, hell yeah, that's what he was doing. Like that's why white people are quick to be like, yo, Martin Luther King wouldn't. That's not what he was doing, son. That's what he was doing.
Well, he wasn't fucking breaking Starbucks windows and fucking.
See, but that's the thing. That's not everybody, right? Like just like we can't say that all fucking conservatives are racist, KKK, you know.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier.
So like,
that's what I'm saying. It is a race problem.
They're saying even like, I wouldn't doubt it either. Sometimes some of these people are just paid agitators.
Well,
right?
These people want. To me, they're looking for something to do because there's this lady that had make Bitcoin great again.
We're seeing
she got fucking maced and hit in the head for no reason.
There's an anarchist movement, right? Anarchists are not the same as these people protesting shit. Anarchists are anti-government. And anarchists are anti-government, and these are the people you see sometimes smashing windows and just destroying shit because they're completely anti-establishment. We're trying to create a new establishment.
Do you believe in riot mentality?
And what?
No. Riot mentality?
No.
Where there's a lot of people and someone incites a riot and it's
something
mob
else.
Rule?
No,
they just go crazy because everyone's there and
that's like
shit just starts hitting the fan when it's an open crowd.
I kind of get you. You're tired, like for like sports. A lot it gets kind of associated.
Like where you guys are all on the same team and like violence becomes all right with everybody. It's not 100% happening, but a lot of these people. Where were all these people before? Because they're popping out.
I'm not condoning any of that shit, but a little maybe cynical part of me almost kind of feels like, and I told many people this in Nero and Quadro, armed resistance, sometimes violence may be the only way to come about change sometimes. Or maybe one of the more...
Fuck you guys. I've been saying this my whole fucking life. I've been saying this my whole life. I'm like, violence might not solve or it might not resolve it in the right way, but it solves it one way or another. It might not be the right way, but it solves it.
But
letting some steam off.
Maybe again, maybe I'm crazy now, but like I feel like the idealist in me was like, nah, we can find a middle ground, we can resolve this. But now I'm like, man, people have been fucking protesting quietly and getting trampled on and dying for these rights for years. Maybe the only way to go about this is this way. Let's start fucking throwing rocks too then. Who knows? But I'm not there. It's easy for me to say. I'm not out there on the front line with these people actually protesting and make these decisions and do this kind of shit. But maybe it is the only way, right? Like, what the fuck? When talking and logic and reasoning just aren't working, what do you do?
You have a good old-fashioned standoff. That's what I'm saying.
Is it a digression?
Just one person from each organization
does
fights.
the ends justify the means? right? Is it worth it if I just saw this thing too on Netflix. They did like a 5 or 6 part thing on the Cuban Revolution that's really good too, and it's just like.
Well, here's the thing, Frankie.
Netflix,
we're gonna take out
cable.
Trump, and we take out the regime without having anything set in place, and this extreme left takes power. Isn't it a fascist government?
You sound like Alex Jones.
Yeah, and
aliens,
maybe not,
interdimensional beings are trying to take over.
Maybe not fascist, but there's a difference between fascist and populist.
What's the difference of either? Fascist? I don't know.
Like a dictator?
It's like a dictator, I would guess.
Fascist is right under dictator, like right before
Why?
you're dictator.
Because it's not one person, right? It's more of a central government that takes over.
If you want to know the ins and outs of fascism, I refer you to Benito Mussolini.
Italy.
Read up on Benito Mussolini.
I did.
I'm going to start reading these books, Frankie. As much as I keep saying it, I need to read all these books that Brian Cowan talks about. These ones that people are like, oh, it's boring. I need to read up on this shit so I can talk about it more.
It's straight authoritarian, like almost militaristic, like straight rule, like.
That's what we're saying for the Trump thing.
Yeah,
people are saying, yeah, okay. I don't know, dude. Shit is wild.
That's why we keep talking about it, and I hate talking about politics, but it's like it's in the air. It's in the air right now. You can't not talk about it.
Maybe 5 or 6 years ago, there was they called it the Arab Spring. The Middle Eastern Arabic countries started having their own revolutions, like Libya revolted, Gaddafi, and Egypt, and all of these countries. What is this? I don't know. It's another spring, right? There's a lot of, and that's the thing though. Like, maybe not necessarily feel like comforted. No, definitely not comforted. But it's a trend. It's a global thing, right? Everywhere, man. They're having problems. They're trying to kick out immigrants and refugees and yeah, all kinds of the same shit. We're all having the same problems. Environmental issues, just. Yeah, we gotta come together. At this point in day and age, there's so many divisions amongst people, right?
Yeah.
What blows me away about Europe is it's like 40 countries, right? And some of them combined are smaller than some European countries are the size of Chicago, right? Something like Luxembourg and like Liechtenstein are tiny.
But not even the people, just
like in landmass and even in people, but they have their own language. Like, you get me? We have these really silly, like, right? Or like Yugoslavia was Yugoslavia 20 years ago is now 3 or 4, even 5 countries now. Every year it's a new country. Like, we make these divisions amongst ourselves. There's got to be like, I'm not saying.
We should start at
borders and we're all human and hold hands and live together in La La Land.
Everybody be together.
There's got to be some more.
I think we got to separate from the U.S. then and become California.
Are you Texas over there in California, bro? Just move
there, and be like, we're gonna keep Chicago and everything we want.
Everybody watching and everybody like.
This is America. We fix everything. Trying to leave.
Yeah, right. Okay, then we gotta all combine and just get assigned houses.
We don't hate America, right? Like, we recognize that there's places that are a lot worse off. But that doesn't mean we don't have problems, right? There's shit to be fixed, and that there's this shit that we can work on. I don't remember who said it exactly, but there's like a quote that's like, "Democracy is terrible. It's shit." I think it was Orwell. Is it George Orwell or Orson Welles? One of the two said, democracy, this democratic republic we have is shit, but it's the best we got until right now, until we can think of something better.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. We're trying to overthrow it, and there's nothing there to fucking fall on.
Yeah, you gotta think of something.
And I'm scared that...
See, that's why I'm not that's why, like, I'm not a communist, because communism is, I feel like communism, it's an ideal. Perfect communism, there is no government. Everybody is so equal, and we can all just get along and keep everything so equal that there is no government.
So here's my reason.
That's not possible. That's not possible.
Nero is going to get his master's, and he's just one of, I guess he's...
Summa cum laude.
Yeah, he's summa cum laude, so he's probably one of the smartest...
Oh, shit. I think I hit you.
Yeah, you muted yourself.
Yeah.
So he's probably one of the smarter guys I know, so he says you're a communist or something. He says you're a communist, so I think you're a communist.
That's what he said? I am not a communist. Maybe a socialist, but not a communist.
Oh, you're gonna have to talk to Nero about that one.
Two different things.
You're gonna have to talk to Nero to change my mind about that one.
What is it? I assert my Fifth Amendment right to.
Yeah, I think we gotta
plead.
Get the fuck out of here.
Alright, we're gonna end this shit because I got work tomorrow at 5. Johnny's super tired. He just came out of the gym. Had his meal right here all in front of us, showing us his meal plans.
Yeah.
Telling us to get on it.
Gains.
Nah,
Frankie's gotta go feed his dog.
Springs in the air.
Probably pick up the shit.
For the gains.
Thanks for that one person that was listening the whole time.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit was all over the place. But
follow me at Donkeytron on Twitter. Full Hill Podcast forever.
Rewrites. We got 3 shows in March.
Yeah. Sorry, Ryan, I didn't go to your show today, but I got work tomorrow at 5 and I wanted to do the podcast today. But I hope you guys are having a great show. I'll check out. When was the rewrite show?
The next show we're playing is on the 11th, March 11th.
March 11th.
March 11th in Brighton Park somewhere. Archer in Sacramento. It's a new. It used to be a liquor store. They're repurposing it now. I'm not really sure what it's called. It's still kind of fuzzy on the details. Then we're playing March 19th at Subterranean. That's going to be a really good show. And then the 25th, we're playing like a comedy variety show somewhere. But we'll keep you posted because there's other shit coming. We got a fight companion.
March 4th, probably, if you guys aren't doing
Talk is Deep may or may not be back.
I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, just stay posted. Thanks for sticking in there. Again, this was kind of all over the place, but shit needed to be talked about. Yeah. These are crazy times.
Probably do another one.
Take care of your peoples.
Yeah.
Stay, yeah, man, take care of each other. I don't know. Be nice. Don't be a dick.
And I love all you cocksuckers. All of you guys.
Fuck Donald Trump. Super
It's our president, bro.
Censorship.
It's our president, bro.
Censorship.
Alright, peace out. I love you guys.